presentation. All the three presentations were very meaningful and very precise. Thank you. The fourth presentation is also very relevant, and that is dressing. Now, I really need to tell you that for trans identity, dressing is not a normal experience. Alright, dressing is full of conflict and it's like a ritual to them. So that's why you'd see I had brought all the books that belong to this genre, and in all these books the cover page, if you clearly see, they try to focus their dressing. They as if are trapped in a body. And always this like word, is too heavy on them. They always want to be like a woman. Even they want to get themselves sexually transformed to a woman, but at the end of the day they realize that they can never be a woman. This is a journey. But throughout, if you see for them, bindi, sari, flower, right? These are basic things that the moment a trans adolescent goes and sees a woman in the society, it's something different from you. তুমি একটা বিয়ে বাড়িতে গেলে, বিয়ে বাড়িতে গিয়ে remember you had read out that part. তুমি বিয়ে বাড়িতে গিয়ে যদি দিদিকে বলিস আমি এরকমই সাজবো, that is normal for you. But for an adolescent trans, if that person goes to such kind of wedding function, they cannot even think about dressing in their manner. But it's always like a hidden and embedded space. Dressing for them is kind of a jihad. It's kind of a self-definition. আমরা সবাই আমাদের ড্রেস, আজকে আমি যে ড্রেসটা পরে আছি, সেই পার্টিকুলার মোমেন্টের জন্য ইটস মাই সিগনেচার। আমি আসার আগে আমার ড্রেস কথা বলছে। Alright, so you imagine how important dressing is to them, and still they cannot dress like the way they want. The problem is not just outside, even their very domestic space. Okay, so দিদির শাড়ি, বোনের জামা, এই জিনিসগুলো দিয়ে তারা কোনো রকমের চালায়, but the moment it comes out in the family, every trans child faces a huge abuse at home, right? And at school also you have seen how teachers pinch them, abuse them, make them always already ashamed of their dress. ওই জন্য বয়স হয়ে গেলে অ্যাডাল্টহুড যখন আসছে, যখন নিজের শাড়ি কেনার খরচা হচ্ছে, জামা কাপড়, ড্রেসিং, ইউ সি দেয়ার হেয়ার ডু, অল অফ দেয়ার হেয়ার ডু সো এক্সট্রাভ্যাগেন্ট। সে তোমার আমার থেকে বেশি ফুল দিচ্ছে, বেশি পাফড আপ হেয়ার করছে, স্কিনকে বেশি মেনটেন করছে, বিকজ দে অলওয়েজ ওয়ান্ট টু transform themselves. They feel like they are being imprisoned in an impossible body, and I wish I could have told, I could have really explained to you the pain of this. মানে ভাবছি আমরা একটা বডির ভেতরে আছি যেটা আমাদের সমস্যাই নয়। The way you feel, the way you see, similar way you dress, কিন্তু এদের ক্ষেত্রে সেটা হচ্ছে। Dressing is always already at war with themselves and the world. Okay, all the best.
Guys, have you ever gave a deep thought on the topic of transgender before reading the text, Revathi's text, The Truth About Me, as included in our syllabus? So thanks to KMU for this, as it will provide a deeper impact on us to know their stories and have a concern on these trans personalities.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. We, Bristi Dhibar, Sudiksha Mandal, Simran Middya and Sreyashi Haldar, SDM mentors have presented poster dressing of transgender. We are going to present here. Transgender is a disconnection between gender. One is assigned at birth and which they identify. Gender identity is deeply ingrained sense of being male, female or another gender. Transgender people do many transitions in various ways like names, clothing and do many medical intervention like hormone therapy or gender affirming session. Next we have
Gender identity plays an active role in their clothing practices and identity management. Clothing serves as an expression of the self and a modality for self-evaluation. For transgender individuals, appearance and dress is central to the process of self-discovery, construction and presentation of gender. Clothing is a major easy step in the transition process that socially affirms one's gender identity and the degree to which they feel genuine, authentic and comfortable with their dressing styles and their outward appearance. As A. Revathi reveals to the readers through her book The Truth About Me that despite being a male child in a family, she had constant yearning towards femininity and feminine dressing and lifestyle. She, from her childhood, had desires to wear her sister's long skirt and blouse, twist a long towel around her head and let it trail behind her back like a braid. She kept on staring at
You get this point? I wish you could have performed it. It's so light. মানে আমরা এটা মেয়েরা খুবই করি এমনি করে গামছা নিয়ে আর তারপরে what we do is that we make yeah I can't do it right now এমনি করে নিয়ে তারপর বিনুনি বাঁধা you know and then right
Revathi kept on staring at the girls in her school and in the neighborhood, taking note of the way their braids,
Sudiksha খুব ভালো বলছিল
taking note of the way their braids filled the colorful, the intricate knot of the colorful ribbons, the jasmine and the kanakambadam that they wore in their hair and their blouse and skirts. She longed to be like them, but she suffered that she could not dress so.
That's a region. I'm barbar introduced মানে তোমাকে interrupt করছি because it's a very dense content. See, so you can see this is a Tamilian art to represent a Tamil woman. All the ingredients are very much loaded culturally and they are very much of a Tamil woman's identity. Okay, it's not like Manavi or Kalki.
Chandramathi in Harishchandra, her false hair streamed around her, and the sari held out like a begging bowl. This pleased her very much as
and mark the number of times this false and like are used. এটাও বারবার বলছে তুমি read out করলেও দেখবে the number of times false and like are used to sufficiently incorporate what this body is not made of.
So when she played Chandramathi in Harishchandra, her false hair streamed around her and the sari end held out like a begging bowl. So this pleased her very much as she could be the real woman that she wanted to be and that was hidden within her. While dressing up as a Revathi, she knew that it was the real version of herself. With the skirts, anklets, long false hair, coal-lined eyes and painted lips, she confidently knew that she looked beautiful. As you can see here, also that she really looked pretty while adorning herself. And every time she adored herself as a woman, she was unwilling to shed off her female clothes. Also, the night she first slept as a woman wearing a sari, she also realized that to fall asleep wearing a wig, a bra, a blouse, and sari earrings was not so easy. Then gradually she found groups of people like her who were sari-clad men or girl boys and gave true shape to her own identity. By accepting herself as a woman and dressing herself in front of the society also. We can get the picture of this in the cover page of the book, of her own book only, The Truth About Me. Also, by fighting ridicule, persecution and violence, she has violence both within her home and outside to find a life of dignity. She has come up as a successful writer and activist working for LGBT rights in India. It is we, especially the literate person, who can make their lives easy by accepting the way they are. So let's give them the freedom to trace their true identity as a trans male or a trans female and stretch our hands towards them to make their life easy and to make them feel comfortable and normal in this earthly home.